It's a time of preparation and anticipation and Stanley Cup dreams. There's heartache and joy. There's pain, but also promise. And for some, there is celebration. When a pizza maker turns into a handicapper, it's family. It's the Ice People. It's the NHL 2025 season. It's Ice Gone. And most importantly, it's goals. 300 seconds with Mr. Ice.
Welcome. 300 seconds with Mr. Ice. I got my good boy Murlsy. How are you, brother?
Good. That video puts a smile on my face every time I see it. But I'm got the Penguin shirt on tonight. You see our Penguin guys last night? Shout out Malkin, 500 goals, and Crosby 1,600 points.
Now I looked on the sheet. Were you on that sheet? The assist? No,
no. I never played with Malkin.
Oh, okay.
So he didn't come. But when Sid did his, I was on there. I had one.
There you go. I was looking for that. I was like, why? I thought for sure you'd be on there. Anyway, Murls, you got some action going on right now, or just happened? What happened?
Yeah, I had some SHL games, some Swedish Hockey League. I had two games I really liked, but the odds were too big. I said, I'm going to wait. If they go down 1-0, either one of them, I'm going to live bet them, tweet them out, hammer them. Boom. They both go down 2-0. So I do it. Goes to overtime. 1-1. One won the game. One lost the game. Of course, the team that lost had the lead with 2 minutes left. Guy throws a pizza into the blue line. Just brutal. But 1-1. No blood. No blood there.
And you got the blood flowing a little bit too.
Yeah, I definitely got the blood going. And big night tonight. My Yankees. I'm a Yankee fan. They start early. That just leads us right into the NHL slate, which is a big one tonight.
I know this is not a baseball show, but talk about an easy path for the Yankees, huh?
Yeah, so like the Royals, they always beat the Twins and the Royals, no matter when, where, how, they always beat them. Cleveland, they usually are pretty well against.
Yeah, I feel like Minnesota, Royals, Cleveland, you can just put a stamp on the Yankees every time.
Every time. If Houston was there, then we're done.
That's a different animal.
Yeah.
This NHL year so far, Murls, I've been like confused, like very strange in my opinion. What do you think? Yeah,
definitely strange. Calgary's 4-0. Nobody had that.
No.
Colorado 0-4. Nobody had that.
Nope.
Edmonton, we probably should have known they were going to do this again. They did it to us last year. So that's not surprising, I guess, if you really look into it. But, you know, it feels like last year, and considering Mr. Ice and the Ice People, like the over-unders, it's hard to get a read.
It's hard to get. I've had a real tough time like I'll lay off a night and it'll go 0-4 in the unders. I'm like, all right, good job. Then I'll lay off a night and it'll go 4-0 on the overs. So like I don't have a read yet, but what I do have is Edmonton. Okay, Edmonton Oilers. I've been watching them. They're a team I really focus on because they've been so good to us. But I feel like offensively they're going to be better this year. Defensively, not so much. So I think that's a good read for the Ice People.
Yeah, I agree with you that they added some good guys up there, but they're still not clicking yet.
No,
I think they're going to start getting there. I saw last game they made the comeback.
Yes,
and that was good. And now they're getting out on the road. Get out on the road tonight. Yes. No pressure, no family. Just focus on scoring goals.
Yeah, I agree. I have like a little interest in this game tonight. Murls, what do you like tonight? What are you thinking?
Well, that's perfect segue. I had to come in here with an over. I had to come to Mr. Ice show with an over. So it's Nashville, Edmonton. Like I said, I think Edmonton is ready to roll now. McDavid's ready for one of those 4 or 5 point nights. Nashville can score. We know everybody they signed in the offseason.
Yes.
And then the kicker and the whole thing is Edmonton's backup goalies in Picard, great guy. Yeah. But I feel good about over 6.5 goals in Nashville. That barn is bonkers. That's the game I want to watch and root for goals.
And did you have anything else?
Yep. One other team, New Jersey Devils. I'm on -140 in the money line. It's a little high money line on the road in Ottawa, who's good. Ottawa's good. Don't get me wrong, but same thing there. They're missing their goalie. Forsberg's in net for them. He gave up a bunch of goals last time he was out. I think he got yanked in that 8-7 crazy game they had.
That was a crazy game. Love to be on that.
Ottawa tries to play that same way the Devils do, but I think the Devils are just better than them. Devils shook up their lines a little bit too. My Pasha, our Devils lunatic fan, he says this guy Cotter is going to get another goal tonight because he got moved up to Hughes' line. So Devils
has Hughes scored?
He got his first last game.
Okay,
he scored the first goal of the game too. So I like the Devils. I like the over there, and then I have a goal scorer. I know you like the goal scorers.
Yep.
So I gave one out today on DraftKings already. It's Artemi Panarin for the Rangers.
Ooh, what's the number?
Plus 125.
Okay, plus with him, I like
better. But last game against the Wings, he had 3 assists. His turn to score the goal this time.
All right. Well, we got our boy PJ is in Boston today. Not Boston. He's down Cape Cod. PJ, what do we got for questions today?
I got one question. Mr. Rice, why didn't you play any of the games last night? All 4 went over. They were easy. Why didn't you do it?
That's a good-looking guy.
Any of those comments you get.
As soon as the first game goes over, then it's just then the game 2, then game 3.
Yeah, I had the Bruins Colorado one. That one was neither one of those teams can keep the puck out. Korpisalo was in for the Bruins, so that was the icing on the cake there.
Yeah. I woke up this morning. You know how when your Twitter account gets filled and it can't take any more messages. I knew the 4th game went over once that's the case. But yeah, so that's a good-looking guy there. Question 2.
Beautiful.
What's up, Mr. Royce? I just have one question for you today. How is it possible that the most overrated team, Edmonton, with the best players are on the last ranks of the board? Is it the coach or am I missing something? Thank you.
Murls, what do you think? What do you think about why do you think, is it just because of the long run they've had the last year and a half, 2 years basically? What do you think it is why a poor start this year?
Yeah, I think Witt said it perfectly on Chicklets this week. He said, they're so far away from where they want to be. Like they only care about winning the Stanley Cup. And these games mean so little compared to what they just went through and where they want to be. Yes, of course they have to win these to get a chance at that again, but it's really tough to come back.
Yeah, no, that's for real. And the thing about the NHL, you're even though they're definitely one of the top 4 or 5 teams, but still the margin, if you're not on your A game, you can lose any night. The worst team in the league is maybe 10-15% worse than you, maybe at the most. So
the other night, San Jose took Dallas to overtime. Dallas is everybody's cup pick.
Yep.
So it's a tough league. If you're not ready to play, you're in trouble. So I think Edmonton does get it going now. That was the game they needed. Got the win. Pressure's off. They're on the road. This is a game they can take.
Mr. Rice, first time, long time, love the show. At work, thinking about tonight, waiting for your play. I have a hint, maybe. I got the lucky jacket today. I need to know, what game are we betting the over on?
I love to see that. The Devils,
is that
my
coincidence? Pick. Yeah, coincidence, anything? They knew you were coming on, Murls?
Wow, I like that. And I got to agree with him. I thought maybe this game is your pick too, so I can go for the old double-double on this one.
Double whammy. Well, that's it. I am basically, my wife goes away for 24 hours. I have, I think, 6 soccer games in the next 2 days, so it's really jam-packed. I got to win at least 3 or 4 overs. That's my weekend.
But I'm going to help you out. Tomorrow, Friday at 12, we have game notes for an hour and a half. Get you through that drive to the soccer game or whatever you need to do. Me and Army will be on there. We're going to do our college hockey preview. We got a big Hockey East head coach coming on, help break us down the game notes and everything like that. So 12 p.m. game notes. See you over there.
Everybody watches the game notes. If you don't watch the game notes, you won't know what's going on the weekend. All right, you got to watch them.
And we just got called up a little bit. You know, we got our own socials now. So we have a Twitter at Game Notes, Bud, and we have an Instagram at Game Notes. So we're starting to climb the ladder here.
There you go. Well, you
still in the minesies, still in the minor leagues.
You guys
we're moving up.
You guys are not. You guys are like, I want to say, maybe the best in the business. Maybe as good as Biz and Wit. I don't know. I personally have a soft spot, but we'll see. We'll find out. Anyway, PJ, let's hit it. Thanks, Murls. We'll see you next week.
Absolutely.
And Game Notes tomorrow.
12 o'clock.
Listen. I got one game. I got one huge game. It's Edmonton over 6.5. Edmonton over 6.5. Let's go.